Hello, everybody, and welcome to the website host. My name is Joe Apfelbaum. I am the CEO of Ajax Union, and with me I have the wonderful Heshy Friedman, who is an amazing guy who is the director of web services at Radial Creations. By the way, did you know that my first web design company was called Apple's Creations? Believe it or not.
Oh.
Apple's Creations. That was my first web design company. So I'm a web developer, web designer, just like Heshy. By the way, check this out. This is me posting about this here. I started this company designing websites for people because I was doing it for free. And then people were like, Joe, can I pay you? Can I pay you to get it done? And by the way, I removed it from here because I just, don't need it here. But if you go to archive, this is a quick tip. I'm going to start off with a quick tip. If you go to archive.org, I don't know if you guys know this, but they archive almost every single website on the internet. So if you want to see what website looked like back in the day, you can go to the wacky Wayback Machine. And let's go back all the way to 2002. What was that, 18 years ago, Heshy?
Almost, yeah.
And let's go back and let's find a date. It doesn't look like there's a
You got an August 3rd. Oh, there you go. You got some indexes there.
Look at that, June 4th. Let's see what Apple's Creations look like in 2002.
Oh, Flash Player.
Flash Player.
Wow.
So funny. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next snapshot. So if you guys want to see what stuff looked like back in the day, you can do this.
Flash.
More Flash. More Flash. 2030. Under construction. That was my old cell phone number. More Flash. I had lots. I was very into Flash back in the day.
Well, I think my site in 2005 also was using Flash. That was the in thing to do back then.
Yeah. I'm trying to find, let me just go to a random date over here. Let's skip ahead. Can you skip ahead over here? Oh, look at that. Even a computer service. I did web design, computer services, graphics, eBay. Look at that. This is 2006. Wow. And then I had this website over here. So over here basically was just like the highlights of all the websites that I've done. So I did the websites for Unknown's Kosher Pizza and for this copier company and Omega Apparel. And like, I would basically just design websites for all these amazing companies. And it was so much fun. But that was one of my side hustles. I had a bunch of different side hustles that I was doing. And this was just one of the side hustles. So do you guys remember, and Shirley says he remembers my Flash website. By the way, where were you guys in 2002? What were you doing for a living in 2002? Were you around? Were you just a child? Or were you doing the business that you're currently doing? I'm curious to know. Yitzi said he was a teacher. Curious to know.
I did not know that about you.
That's interesting. Maybe so you guys could have a drink around that. Aaron said he was in high school. Audrey said she was doing legal work. That's cool. That's really, really cool. Neil said he was a lawyer. Catherine said she was in middle school, lol. Cool. That's very, very interesting. So
by the way, that's when we founded Radial Creations, 2002.
Wow.
We've been around for a long time doing this.
Wow. Yeah, it says it right over here.
2003. 2003, I incorporated. 2002, I was doing it independently.
Right. Right. Wow. So we were basically doing web design at the same time. We were competitors and we didn't even know it. You see that?
And we were in the same class too. You know that.
Oh, really?
It's the same age bracket. You just said you celebrated your 40th birthday.
Oh, yes, I
don't know if I should make that public here for either of us, but it's already been done. So.
Cool. So Shirley said web development. Yitzi said not seeing the messages on the chat. That's because everybody's chatting with all panelists. Guys, if you're chatting with all panelists, other people can't see the chat. So instead, just write all panelists and all attendees when you're writing the chat. So Heshy, what made you decide to want to do a website roast program together for the next 30, 40 minutes for all the people that are here? What made you decide to do this?
So I enjoy doing this stuff. I do this for a living. I look at websites all the time and see things that can be improved and see things that can be fixed up on them, on those sites. And we try to help companies get professional. And by the way, this minerals.net site that you're looking at, that's my first site ever. I started this in 1997. This is where I got into this. That's how I started with web design. So this got me into this. And this was when the main formatting things we had before. This is pre-style sheets. I started this site. I started this and just using list, unordered lists and font tags. You remember those font tags?
Yeah, definitely.
So that's how I got into this, and I enjoy design all the time. And seeing companies that are what drives me crazy, I guess, to answer your question, is when I see so many companies that are putting up these template sites and like stuffing everything into a template, and it just doesn't work. It might look nice, but it's just not working for them. So that's where I got this idea from, to really rip up sites and see where they're, how to make it more personalized, how to make it more working for their own company. And, let's offer this as a service to people, and let's do this together. We've been doing our courses together. I love your evergreen, courses and the webinars you're doing. And I figured this would be a great thing to do together. And I have to shout out to Yitzi Pariser, who's my right-hand man here, who helped get this, taken care of and got us set up here.
Cool. So let's start with this website over here. And everyone, feel free to put your website in. Let's start with this website. Neil, is it okay if we roast your website a little bit? He said he hates this website. Okay, cool. So let's talk about this website a little bit from a technical standpoint, from a usability standpoint. What would you tell Neil that he's doing well, and what do you think he could improve?
Okay, so let's get started right here. Right away on the top, the menu is too crammed. You got to keep the menus a little looser, less items on the menu there. It should be kind of you want to kind of isolate it a little better as well. Sometimes it's nice when you have a menu morphing into the main body graphic, but the body graphic is I'm not getting what you're doing here. What you want to give the message right away. I see in a complex world we make things simple. What do you do? Okay, I know that you're a lawyer, and because I see you on Joe's courses and stuff like that, and I see your stuff on LinkedIn. But if I didn't know that, I just see two professionals holding backpacks in the desert, and they can go in different directions. And I can book what am I booking a consultation for? The message has to be right then and there on the page. Say what you do. So that would be the first thing. The graphics should really be relational to to what you do. Joe, if you can just open up a new tab, I'm gonna contrast this with a law firm site that I just recently did for Chaim Book. Do mb-llp.com, and I want to just contrast mb-llp.com. MikeB-llp.com. Now, right here, do you see this? What does he do? Concentrating in employment law, criminal, and business law. The message is right there. The picture, very relevant. These are all the attorneys in the company with the background of where they work in Manhattan, showing they do business law. It's corporate. They're all dressed up. Now compare that to yours. The message is right there. Compare to go back to the tab on Neil's site, and this is just what do we do? How are we doing? What's the idea here? There's no message here, and there's no personalization here.
Also, Neil, having your photo here can do so much for people wanting to book a consultation. You are your personal brand. It's neilgreenbaumlaw.com. So having your own photo there, front and center, could be really useful. I don't even see your photo anywhere. You have so many videos on LinkedIn. You're such a great persona, but when somebody comes to your website, they can't really see that persona. So that's a simple change. And it's okay that, you're right. I told you I hate it. It's fine. It's totally fine. We're just giving examples for people to kind of learn. Let's move on to another website. And by the way, I love that you even have a button for people to book a consultation, because most people don't have that. Most people don't have the ability to book a consultation. And the fact that you have this is really, really good. People can literally just click a button and get on with you. I love that you have a free report. That's really, really good. People can download. You can get people's emails. So you have so much that's good here. It's just a few tweaks that you need to make to really improve what you're doing.
Right, Neil. I would say personalize it. Try to get the personality that you have in all those videos that you're doing, like Joe said. Try to get that on the homepage, because people want to connect to you as Neil Greenbaum, and they want to see what can Neil Greenbaum do for me. So that would.
Okay, so what would you say about this website, advertisinglaw.legal?
Oh boy. Okay, please don't take it personally if I come a little hard on hard on you when I look at this. The first, this is hurting my eyes, literally. I can't read the text very well, and people automatically will start scrolling down and they get visual cues. If there's no graphics and no visual cues, they're gonna it's going to disturb them.
I think it might even be a mistake. I think this is not supposed to be like this. I think this might be an error or something. By the way, quick hint for everybody. If you press F12 or using Google Chrome, it shows you can change the way things look. You can change the browser. So for example, I'm going to go to an iPhone X just to see what it looks like with an iPhone X. I'm going to refresh. And this is what it looks like with an iPhone. You see, isn't this cool, guys? Right? Cool if you think this is a cool feature. It's very, very simple for you to be able to change the type of, how your website looks in each device. So if you want to see what it looks like in each device, this is really, really a simple way for you to kind of change all this stuff. If you just want it to be responsive on any device, you can see. You can also change the width of the screen. So if you want to change it to be, like, say, 1080, 1920 by 1080, you can go 100%, and this is what it would look like on a 1080 by whatever by 1920.
Yeah, this is a great thing to do if you want to test sites in both desktop, laptop size, tablet mode, and different size cell phones.
Cool. All right. So what would you say to this? What would you tell her? What's one or two things she can do to really improve her website?
Okay, let's put the menu on the top. Let's get a large picture right at the beginning. Let's get a message right there that's not written in script and like as long as it is. Shorter message, straight to the point. Way too much text on the home page. People are not reading. People are only reading like details like on blog posts and stuff like that. They're being fed like bits and pieces of graphics and small and kind of tidbits. That's how you have to feed them on a homepage. Small text, but very graphically oriented that they can scroll and get the message down there. So we need some graphics here. I like your picture a lot right there on the homepage. You have to scroll down there to get it, but it's great that you have a picture there because again, like that's personalizing yourself and personalizing your company. But the message here is very, you can take this advertiser, marketing, promotional lawyer. Again, you have the Spanish message there as well, but I would break that up somehow so you can get both side by side or something like that. But you need some graphics here.
Cool, awesome. Let's move on to somebody else. By the way, guys, put your website here if you want us to take a look at your website. What do you think of this website, talkingforwellness.com? That's Natalie's website.
Okay. So this is obviously a more recent style than what we've seen. This looks like it's using a template, probably some sort of WordPress template. It's my guess. If you, by the way, I'm going to teach everybody a trick here. If you ever want to see how a site's built, well, Joe just did one thing like that. That proves that it's a WordPress site. You can also use a tool called built-with, that shows you. I actually have a Chrome plugin that shows me how every site is built to what platform it's using. And it's a great way to get a cheat sheet on all what version, everything behind the site. You put the site in the address bar there, it will allow you to see the whole back end structure of the site, which is a great tool. So
yeah, I just have to enable it. I disabled it because it was reading every website. Cool.
So this looks like it was a template. Let's go back to there. Yeah. So let's see the logo. The logo is hard to read. I would recommend doing an updated logo. I like the menu. Menu is very clean, very straightforward. The large graphic. There's too much text overlay on there. You want to have a much shorter message. Call to action is great to have, but maybe have it lowered down right below the graphic because again, you're covering up the graphic.
I would try to collect people's email address if they're just looking for more information, like download a booklet or something, kind of like what Neil had as an option on the side. Have that be your main call to action, because when people come to talkingforwellness.com, sure, they can call or text and they can reach out to you. But giving people the opportunity to download something could be really, really useful for people.
Right. Yeah, call to action. Obviously, that's the next thing that you want to. Once you get their attention, you want to keep them, get more. You want to get them signed up to whatever service or product you have that you can offer them. So definitely, call to action is very important.
Cool. Awesome. All right. Next website is Sruli.com. Let's check out Sruli.com. What do you think of Sruli.com?
Hey, Sruli, how are you? Good to hear from you. It's been a while. I've seen Sruli's site. I do like his logo. It's a cute logo. It definitely is. Definitely keeps you. It's an identifying logo. That's not the standard run of the mill
But it's not clear what he does over here, right?
Right. So learn about the swirly group. You have to give people a reason to want to click the video. What do you? Just having that black background with a, you know, with that play button that doesn't say what it is. You have a nice video. I remember seeing it, but I would have the video lowered down and instead have a nice graphic with an explanation of what you do right there. The actual template looks like a nice template, but I would just that's definitely from what I see on this screen right here. I like your LinkedIn icon in the header. Book me about. I like your menu on the top. The sticky menu is nice. I like your layout. I like you have a nice template here, but I would just give your message right at the beginning with a nice graphic there saying what you do right away.
All right, cool, awesome. So, all right, so who do we have next? We have the Locksme group, the Locksme group. So right away when you come here, you have this coronavirus thing over here. I don't know what this is, but I'm just gonna exit out. What do you think of this website?
Okay, so right away that pop-up, I mean, I guess they want to pivot towards coronavirus, you know, up-to-date things, but that didn't give any message of why would I click that? What information on coronavirus am I getting? So right then and there, that I would say that's an issue. I do like the full graphic thing, and it looks like what they do is, you know, they do asphalt paving. Is that what they do? If that's not what they do, then this is the wrong picture.
No, they do it. It looks like they do insurance, surety bonds,
so,
and yeah. So it's not. It's not
definitely not the right picture, right? So yeah, it's a nice picture if you're doing paving, but not the right picture if you're doing surety bonds and insurance. As far as
he said, we're not seeing the first picture, so I guess this was the first picture right over here, right?
Okay.
Is it with Laurie? Was this supposed to be the first picture, the one with the hand? Yeah.
Okay.
But this loads again over here for some reason.
Yeah, it shouldn't load once, right? You should have a cookie set. Once it loads, it shouldn't load again, or you can have a banner message in the header. The header is a little overly busy. Unless you're really strong on social media, leave that in the footer. I wouldn't have that in the header because you're going to distract people with that. They want it, they'll find it. Those plus icons in the menu are a little, you know, confusing. I would just get rid of those plus icons. And then let's see, the pictures. What are they representing? The pictures are nice full width pictures, but what's the message of them? What's the message on the pictures? This is too long for a homepage. This should be on the bio pages under About Us, you know, our team or, you know, executive, you know, I would have that much smaller on the homepage. And also picture of you, that's not you, that's somebody who's vouching for you, that picture of that child with that card that says Lori, but you really want to have you there as a picture. People want to connect to you. So, behind the name, again, this is a little, I would have less text on that, though behind the name Locksme, give another page on the About Us where you discuss that more, or click here to read more. And that's nice, that scrolling, that's a nice video here that you have there. Again, you got the coronavirus pop up again, that would really annoy people. It's a nice footer, a little, maybe dark in the background a little more so there's more contrast, but overall, you know, and the banner.
I really like these logos over here. I think this is really cute. The only thing is, in terms of a graphic design element, I would design these in a way where they're not just kind of like scotch taped on in different sizes. I'll try to get all the squares to be about the same size, or make one big white element that they're all behind that from a graphic design standpoint. But it's really good to have credibility icons. And everybody watching this right now, it's really important for you to have good credibility icons on your website. This is something that cannot be understated. These credibility icons are so important, and of course these icons are important too, but like he said, like you don't want to have them all over the place like crazy. They do add credibility by having them on the top. Some people like to have them on the top, but again, the key is pointing people to a specific place. You don't want to give people too many options because they get confused. So you want to give people the ability to go to a specific place, channel them through some type of a funnel or something. And that makes it really, really easy for them to find exactly what they need.
Joe, I just want to add on the social media, you know, icons that they keep on having. I've seen this so many times when people are using templates that they never configure the actual social media account. So they'll have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and it just goes to facebook.com because no one ever said that, or they don't have a Facebook account. So keep that in mind whenever you have social media.
And here's something else I wanted to say from an SEO standpoint, because we didn't address SEO. Having your main keywords, your main keyword inside your title, your initial title tag, So Strilly has the word home in his title tag. So that's something that's relatively easy to change. But if you type in, let's say home, this is the title tag right over here. You see,
And he has Yoast, by the way, so he can easily do that.
yeah, so you can easily change, and the way Yoast is a plugin that allows you to be able to change your search engine optimization stuff on your website really, really quickly for WordPress. But my point is that if you have the word home here, that's just a waste of real estate, both from a visibility standpoint and also from a search engine optimization standpoint. So I'd highly recommend, if it's project management that you do or project management New York or whatever it is, those are the main keywords I would add to the homepage. On-time packaging. What do you think about on-time packaging?
Okay. So go back there. Okay. So there's a message right here, but what is the message? Does "we're here for you" sound cliche? What are you doing for me? I understand packaging. So the message has to be right there. An old telephone and the old picture. There's no message here. I don't see the message here. Also, like the logo is maybe because maybe it's just the screen. I can't see the logo clearly. I see on time, but the word packaging is not clear. I don't like the font so much in the menu, and it's not a clean, fresh font. Also, very gray and kind of foggy. The site. There's no the red contrast with the gray without like the real color. Not enough color here. That's what I would say as well. Yeah. So the pictures, add some real pictures, sharp pictures, colorful pictures. Add some color, some flavor, some flair in this. I think also the message should be a little shorter. Packaging power, that's simple. Maybe the message should be a little shorter as well. I like to read more, call to action, but I would like to see it like a more graphical element here.
Cool. Yeah. No, that's totally awesome. Let's take a look at another website now. Let's take a look at Levi Bloom's website, communitycfg.com. And let's see what that looks like. What do you think of this website here?
This one's a little better.
By the way, you see it still says homepage on the top?
Yeah,
that's something that must be changed. If you want to succeed from an SEO standpoint, you got to change that to your main keyword.
Joe, why don't you show them? Go to Google and type in the name of the company. You'll see why that you can show them why.
I'm gonna show you guys a really cool feature on Google. Guys, check this out. By the way, if you guys want to see an SEO trick, just type in SEO in the chat, just so that I know that you guys are interested in learning a quick SEO trick, because both me and Heshy are SEO experts. Just type in SEO in the chat and I'll show you something cool. So if you go to Google, there are certain operators that you can use. So for example, you could use site : and then put the website in, the domain in, and Google will show you from an SEO standpoint every page that's indexed for that domain. You can even search within that domain, which is very, very powerful. So as you can see, there are 6 results for this specific domain here. And as you can see, this is the way it's coming up on Google. By the way, this is how I can tell if a website's indexed and what pages are actually indexed and how Google's indexing this website. There's another operator you can use called info, which also gives you the information around this specific brand. Isn't that cool? Info : gives you information around that brand. But site : gives you information around that specific domain name. So you can do site : on any website, and it'll pull up every single page on that. You can see that this has 8,550 pages. Heshy, why do you have so many pages on this website? Is it e-commerce?
No, it's all informational pages. I have thousands of minerals and gemstones indexed there.
So every page is like a salesperson. Every page is like a salesperson for your brand, and every page can rank independently. So when you're thinking about creating lots of pages on your website, I really want you to think about creating each page with a different keyword in mind. So if you just have one page, you only have the ability to rank for one specific keyword or one specific set of keywords. Each page can be optimized to rank for many, many keywords. So I see over here, talking for wellness has 81, and this is how it comes up. Let's talk psychological wellness. That's probably not the best keyword to use, but again, this is good from a branding perspective, but you want to think about the keywords that you want to rank for. And by the way, I just got a guy who's happy to spend $10,000 a month in marketing. I said, how'd you find me? He said, I just searched for a digital marketing agency in Brooklyn, and we came up on the first page of Google. So we're getting clients, potential clients, and great leads. Look at that, B2B. Look at mine, B2B digital marketing agency. You see that? I put it right in the header, and as a result, when you search for that, it comes up, and I write based in Brooklyn, New York. You see that? B2B marketing agency based in Brooklyn, New York. So if you just search that in Google, a B2B marketing agency based in Brooklyn, New York, what you're going to see is that we are #1 in Google for that. You see that we're #1? Because I specifically wrote those words, and actually bolds the words here because we have those words. Now, no one's searching a B2B digital marketing agency in Brooklyn, New York quoted. But if you take out the quotes, you'll see that we'll still rank on the first page of Google out of many, many more results. You take out based in and all that, there's B2B digital marketing agency Brooklyn, New York. You see we're still #1 on Google for that out of 71 results. And if you want, you can keep making it less and less and less and less. B2B digital marketing, Brooklyn, New York. You can take out the word Brooklyn, and you can keep messing around with it, and you're going to see out of 21 million results, we're not going to come up #1 for B2B digital marketing in New York, but we're on the first page of Google.
Now, this is such an important point that so many times I see companies that they have a website done, and they don't even touch this. They do a nice website, let's say, but they're not even touching the title tags or the meta description tags, which is another search engine.
And anyone can do this. This is really easy.
It's so easy to do.
Yeah, this is so easy, and this is so important. Okay.
And it's so often missed, and that's a key thing as well.
If somebody asks me if I'm competing with the ads, yes, you're always competing with the ads, but people that are savvy skip the ads. Lots of people click on the ads, but I want people that are savvy. Those people will skip the ads and know that they're ads because it clearly says ad here. But of course, you also want to be able to have ads, and ads are really effective and really important. But that's a whole nother seminar. But talking about this is how Google sees you. So it's really important for you to make sure that you speak to your web designer, or you make sure that your website is set up in a way that you have really good technical SEO, really good content SEO, but really good technical SEO, really good links, and so on and so forth. What do you think of this site? So you see, Neil, this is how I would like you to stand on your website.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So this is great. I mean, she's confident. She's showing a personality there. Reignite your fire and redefine your trajectory. You're a coach, career professionals. Okay, you say what you're doing. There's a call to action there. I like it a lot. Maybe I would have a little more, just spacing between the menu on the top. Just some minor things here. It's definitely an interesting style design. But I like the personality a lot.
Yeah,
I like
and
the
I love that
right there.
I love that she splits the people up. She's like, are you an individual or are you an organization, right? She gives you both options over here. That's really cool. So click here to learn more if you're an individual. I clicked. I think the website might be a little bit slow. So there are speed tests. By the way, what speed test do you like to use? Do you like to use Pingdom? Who do you use for speed tests on website?
You're asking me?
Yeah.
So I'll either use speedtest.net or I'll use the Pingdom tools. I'll use either one of them. I check the speedtest.net or pingdom.com.
Okay, cool. So pingdom.com has a lot of really great products. We pay for this, web development, checking out, we have alerts that go out if your website goes down. We make sure that we set up text alerts. So we get, as soon as one of our clients' websites go down, we use this tool here to tell us if it's up or if it's down or the speed or a bunch of other stuff. So speedtest.net, I think, is to measure your internet speed. Does it also measure website download speed?
No, I mean, it gives you there's also speedtest.net, and there's the ping. What is it? Ping test. Hold on. It's the same. It's by the same company. They have a link somewhere here for they check the ping as well.
Yeah, tools.pingdom.com. Yeah, you're right. So this checks your website speed. Now, website speed is really important because sometimes your website takes a really long time to load, and then people will just leave. So you want to make sure that your website actually is really good. So you got a performance C. You see, I noticed your website was a bit slow. You want to try to get an A.
It also affects your ranking. If Google will use it as their ranking as well, to determine how to rank it based on speed as well.
So this is a really great tool to use, by the way. By the way, if you like this tool, put a $sign in the chat. This is a really good tool for you guys to use. If you like this tool, put a $sign in the chat so I see that you liked it. And this basically gives you a list of things that you can do to improve your website. And there's lots of tools like this. This is the one that we use most and that Heshy used most as a professional web designer. But now you have this tool in your tool set to kind of say, okay, what I need to fix. It says the internet is fragile. Be the first to know when your site is in danger. Cool. Very, very cool. But, another thing I would say is it doesn't look like you're really smiling here. Maybe you were smiling on the first one.
Hopefully she was, yes.
Yeah, the first one you were smiling, but over here you're not really smiling. I don't know why you're doing it that way, but oh, maybe because you're telling, are you frustrated? And you show a picture of you. You don't look frustrated. You just don't look like you're happy there. So what I would definitely do is maybe smile in your photos if you can. I'm not telling you to smile, but I think people like that better. But this is really good. I like this. I don't see the call to action here right away. Maybe there is a call to action, but I would add some type of call to action right away.
Especially if you have a lot of text. There's a lot of text to scroll through, so add a few call to actions.
Yeah, I think it's missing a call to action somewhere. I think I saw it somewhere. Okay, I can't find it.
Probably all the way on the bottom. That's my guess.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Oh, not even on the bottom. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know how to get started with you, but bottom line is maybe I'll read it, maybe I won't. I'm not a visual person. I mean, I like watching videos and whatever. Reading is not my best thing. I mean, I love reading books, but on the web, I feel like I'm reading too much. So I would basically skip all this and look for the call to action if I wanted to work with you. And it's kind of missing here. David said, should be a call to action on every page. Yes, you should be driving people through some type of a funnel, some type of a marketing funnel. Let's look at Judy's website. First of all, look how great Judy's smile is. Judy, you have an awesome smile.
Hey, Judy, how are you?
Hope you're doing well, Judy. We love you very much.
Yes.
You're awesome. Judy's a great LinkedIn trainer. What would you tell her? First of all, I love Get the Free Worksheet, right? So this makes it really easy for people to give their contact information to Judy. First name, last name, and get a worksheet, which is awesome.
A call to action right away.
What would you tell her to improve, besides obviously the design needs work? What would you tell her to improve? Why is this sideways here?
Yeah, I was just wondering that myself as well. It looks like some sort of design thing, but it's kind of strange. What would I say? Okay, the logo. I think she's using a silhouette, but I think she should have a real logo.
You want to see my logo? Here's my logo, joeapfelbaum.com. This is my logo. I got this.
So that's a branded logo. It's got the little apple there with the message. So yeah, Judy, I would say try to get a nice logo design, for the silhouette.
It's a Studio Press theme. Cool. Awesome. So Judy, so what did you say? What do you like about this site? First of all, I love the credibility icons. And by the way, look at my credibility icons. I want you guys to set up credibility icons for yourself. If you want to be able to use all these icons, just send a press release out. Then you can use all the icons. I actually got featured with unique articles and videos in each one of these websites. But I would definitely tell you guys to send out a press release and use all these credibility icons. As you can see, I have straight call to action for these two different companies that I represent. And then I have my podcast and the ability for people to sign up to my weekly newsletter and so on and so forth. So if somebody wants to hire me as a speaker, they can easily come here and call to action, fill out this form, boom, boom, boom. You see? But I want to make sure that you guys have a website that is spot on and helps people be able to get where they need to go quickly. What do you think about Jerusalem Challah?
Jerusalem Challah, okay. So let's see. The picture is a little blurry on my end. I don't know if it's because of Zoom or just it's a blurry picture. I would fix up that picture. I like the way the text is overlaid on it. It doesn't destroy the picture and the message is there. And call to action. Yes, tell me more. Logo's in the right place. Menu on the top is good. Is there a sticky menu?
No, there should be a sticky menu.
There should be a sticky menu on this style design. Yeah. Maybe it's a little washed out, the colors. I mean, that's the theme, but I think it needs a little more vibrant. It needs a few more touches of vibrant color here and there. But overall, I like the site. Overall, maybe I don't like the sans serif font. I'm sorry, the serif font. Sans serif is more preferred on this type of site. Maybe lawyers or other more formal companies can use a serif font. But so I would change.
Can you talk a little bit about the difference between sans serif and serif? What is the difference between one and the other?
Okay, so if you look at the E and the X and the P, you notice the little edges on them. They have that little more. It's a more formal style font. If you look at, let's say, any other recent font, go to any other modern site that you like, and you'll see what we're talking about. What the font? Okay.
By the way, if you guys want to identify a font, you can drag and drop a font here, and it'll tell you what font it is. But let's take a look at CNN, for example. Is CNN good enough, or do you want to go to Drudge Report? CNN, for
This is
example.
this is a sans serif font.
So what does
Okay.
that mean for
It's a
everyone
soft. The
listening?
font's a softer font, like New York Times. That's a very strong serif font.
Oh, this is
Yeah,
calligraphy.
that's calligraphy. But look at all their fonts they're using. Those are all serif fonts.
Serif. Serif means it has the little like foot, little
Yeah,
feet.
the little tiny. Yeah.
Got it. And sans serif is basically round letters, like Google's very round.
Right. And the style today generally is to use sans on most sites, except for more formal sites like New York Times. It's part of their branding. Like I said, lawyers, more formal sites use that. But even like the modern lawyer, the really nice law firm sites, they'll be sans serif today. If you remember, eBay, Walmart, all these companies, they rebranded their logos to be softer.
Why?
Why? Because they want to kind of give that impression of not so harsh and formal, but more soft and open, more kind of 2020 style. You see eBay, look how it's a much sort of, just look at the old eBay font. Do a Google search for the old eBay font, and you'll compare them. And that's kind of how things are today. People want to give a more soft, less.
Oh, you're right.
You know, it's more soft and less formal.
Yeah, you're right.
Google also, by the way, look at the Google font. Look at the Google compare the old and new Google logo, and you'll see they did the same exact thing. See the old Google logo is
oh my God, look how terrible Google used to look. Guys, do you guys like 1995 version or 2020 version? Do you like the older or the newer? What do you guys like? Older or newer? Let me know. Older or newer in the chat.
But notice the sans and the sans serif and the serif font as well, in between 2013 and 2014.
Right. So you used to have all these little lines. Now the lines are gone.
Yeah, that's
oh
the
my
style
God,
today.
so amazing. I'm learning, guys. I hope you're learning so much over here. This is great. This is a great way for you guys to really improve your website ranking, your designs, your call to action, all the different things that you have going on. And this is a really great way for you to be able to do all the things that you need to do in order for you to grow your business. So I hope you guys are
1999. Look at 1999, 1998. Look at the drop shadow. Those are so old school. If you see a drop shadow used today, fire the designer.
Wow. All right, let's check out Nancy Stevens' website over here. Nancy Stevens has a website over here. Her website is Nancy Stevens Coaching. What do you think of this?
Okay, this is nice. The menu kind of shouldn't be on two lines. That's probably when
it broke, right?
It broke. Yeah, it probably went over too many things.
I don't like having a menu things in the menu. Like, no, why do you need like so many things?
100%. Keep the menu short, and if you need more pages, sub menu them. Definitely the menu. That would be the first thing. The quiz on the top, I wouldn't have that as a bar on the top. Have that somewhere lower down. You want to start with the logo right away. I like your picture, smiling, good professional picture, and then showing what you do. That's a great picture. That's a great, that's a great banner image over there. And she does have a call to action there that people can subscribe to. Yeah,
that's great. That's a great.
Oh, one second. Big. Go back. Very, very big red flag. Not secure. Do you see that? No SSL certificate.
Oh my God, guys, take a look at this on the top left. Not secure. What does that mean? Could you explain?
Okay. So basically, up until about 3-4 years ago, this was not an issue unless you had a site that collected data like credit cards or social security numbers. Google now decided that they want to verify the authenticity of the companies that have websites. So in order to do that, you need what's called an SSL certificate. It encrypts any data that's going to be transferred between you go from one page to the next page. So the bottom line is, I don't want to get too technical here, but any site that's up online today needs to have an SSL certificate. Otherwise, you're going to get that warning. That warning, first of all, looks bad for people looking at your site. Why is this site not secure? And they'll get scared off sometimes. Google also uses this as a ranking. They're going to say, this site's not secure. We're going to lower its ranking. So you want to just work. It's very easy to do. Any decent hosting company, you have a dedicated IP. It's part of the standard hosting packages for most websites, most website hosting today. But just get that taken care of. Make sure you're secure.
What do you think of the tech ref? Go ahead. Give us some feedback on this. Besides the fact that it's missing call to action, right?
It's missing call to action. It's very black and white, which is part of their logo and theme, but I think it needs a touch of color here. I do like the logo. We'll handle it needs a little more graphics here. We'll handle your next IT project from start to finish for free. That's a nice message. The message is very strong, but again, I think it needs a little more graphical elements to it. But I like the full width. I like the simple menu. A little too much. This is already confusing. The scrolling, too much text that you have to continue to scroll to see, and your eyes will stop, processing it. Just by the way, a lot of this is psychology. Your eyes process how you scroll, and you need to give, there has to be graphical elements combined with different styles that will change. There has to be consistency, but there also has to be things that are your eyes are going to process things a certain way. And if you just give the same drab, same text, same style over as you scroll, you're going to lose people's attention.
Right. Cool. What do you think about this website over here? Oh my God.
COVID-19. Oh. Okay, right away. Why is there a burger menu when it's not mobile?
Right.
Have a real menu. Okay. And
the only thing that's there is log in. Why did you just put log in there?
Yeah. Right. Okay. It looks like it was put up very quickly. COVID-19.
Yeah.
Logo's cut off on the right side. It definitely needs a little more design. The video looks like it's slapped there, like that embedded YouTube video.
Yeah. They totally just threw it in there. That's cool.
I mean, again, they need to get something up quick for the times. It's a COVID-19 site. So.
What do you think of this website?
This one is actually very nice. I like this one. The colors are good. The personality is there. I'm assuming that's one of the Morgan people. There.
John
I
Morgan.
like the menu. Okay. Yeah, and the phone. They have a phone number right there, open 24/7 for the people, not the power. This is very good. I happen to like this site. Okay.
Cool. Yeah. No, you guys can see how clean this is.
Very clean.
Very clean. Very clear call to action. It's personal injury lawyers for people. Learn more. You see above the fold, guys. There's something called below the fold, and there's something called above the fold. This is above the fold. This is below the fold. So you want to make sure that everything above the fold is very, very strategic, because that's where people's eyeballs are going to be.
Right.
Cool. What do you think about fromlancers.com? Again, very, very dark, and I can't really read this.
This looks like a template site that was configured, but not, needs a little personality. I hate these, by the way. Get rid of those modal pop-ups unless you really have something important. You really have an important message.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah, this needs a little personality.
A little TLC.
Yeah.
And again, he has the word home on the top over here, which you can easily get rid of.
Yeah.
I wouldn't put that as the main thing. This website over here takes
Ari.
really long time to load. He's missing call to action, right? I don't really see call to action over here. But it looks like he has a really great photo. I think his logo is taking up too much space here. I think this could be tightened up over here. But it's really, really cool. Really, really great.
Very nice site. Very great pictures, by the way. And I just want to point out how important good pictures are. They really give personality to the site. And this picture is great. And he's got a little quote here. Background's great. Really professional shot here. That's very important.
Cool. All right. Well, we're at time, so I just want to respect everybody's time. If you guys have any specific questions, we're happy to. By the way, we're happy to help you guys out. But it looks like we have an error here. So if you have an error like this, you should definitely contact Heshy, because he can definitely help you out. He has a professional web design firm. How does somebody get in touch with you, Heshy?
So the easiest way is just go to radiocreations.com, and I have all my information there. Or find me on LinkedIn and HeshyLinkedIn.com. Thanks, Joe. That was your tip. That's another way to get in touch with me as well. But you can see all my work and everything that I've done recently on ourwebportfolio.com as well.
Oh, wow. That's cool. So check out his web portfolio. Check out his websites. You can get really good ideas as to what to do. This is the website, the most recent website that he has here, but he has lots of different websites. Super affordable. Definitely speak to him. He'll do a free consultation for you on your specific website, help you be able to get your website up quickly and affordably. And if you need digital marketing, you could definitely contact us. We're specialists at digital marketing, and that's ajaxunion.com. And we're happy to help you. We're happy to talk to you about how you can improve your marketing, how you can create your own lead magnets, email automations, landing pages, and all the stuff that you need in order for you to improve what you're doing. So what did you guys get out of this, by the way? What value did you get out of this? Hopefully you guys got some value spending some time with us. What was the takeaways? Any takeaways? For me, make sure your website's up to speed. Make sure that your website's indexed in Google. Make sure that you have the right keywords on your website. Make sure that you have call to action, that you have credibility icons. What are some things that you get? Tosca said, did you see your birthday poem on LinkedIn messages? Oh, Tosca, I'm going to definitely check that out. I'll check out my birthday messages right now. I've gotten hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of messages, Tosca, so I'm still going through it one by one. As you can see, they're still coming in while I'm on this right now. They're still coming in every few minutes, Tosca, so it's kind of a little hard, but I'm going to look you up. Tosca. Takeaways. Audrey said, I need to update my website. Portfolio page needs call to action. Thank you very much for your invite to the Rose. Haha. I think I just signed up. Happy birthday. Oh, George, show he does. Ask him about LinkedIn. He's ready to go, go, go. He's got a personality to match. All the ideas he does hatch. For those, for you to not do your best. But to be your best as you build your nest egg, that is, to be successful and not just simply wishful. So cheers to you, John. Thank you. I did not see this, but thank you so much for the beautiful, beautiful message that you sent me on Monday. I really appreciate that. Hearts, hearts, hearts to you. Hearts to all of you. You guys are really awesome. Thank you for being amazing. And appreciate all of you. And remember, sit straight.
But by the way, I want for all you guys who stuck it out here all the way to the end. You know, we didn't get to everybody, and some people might want a little more detail. I'm willing to offer something for you, for whoever's still here at the end, where I'll do like a more in-depth roast for you. Like I'll actually write a report for you. I'll do an audit. The first 10 people who sign up for this, I'll offer a free audit of your website, which will just be like I'll put together a document of outlining some of the points that I found there. So I can't do it for everybody. There's just too many people. But the first 10 people I'm going to offer this for. And I'll give you the website address. It's www.radiocreations.com/website-audit. I'm going to put it in the chat right now for everyone. And like I said, first 10 people, this is absolutely free. And I've done this for many people. And they enjoy it a lot. And even if you have your own company that you use, you're not using us, you can give this audit report to your company, and they can help fix things up for you to make things better for you. So the first 10 people, we're gonna offer this over to them, and I might do more than 10, but I don't want to commit to more than that. So go ahead, it's in the chat, and go ahead and do it.
Okay, so I did it. So I'm number 1. You got 9 left, baby. Right. 9 left. All right, love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this. Appreciate all of you. Thank you for the feedback. Thank you for telling us everything that you learned. And we'll talk to you guys very soon. Boom.
Okay, thanks, Joe.
Be safe, everyone. Thank you, Heshy. Bye.